Here we are for our video walk around of the 2024 Infinity Q50 LUXE. As you will see from this walk around that we here at Auto Savvy, we love our clean cars. Very clean, free of scratches, dings, and dents. You may notice some small things here and there, but for the most part, it's all gonna come out. Especially in the wash. All right. It is a beautiful piece of luxury equipment. Fast enough to enjoy in the country, but you know, sophisticated enough to enjoy a night on the town. All right. Do love the looks of the front looks of these things. Love the headlights. Fog lights. You also see here your safety sensors for your detections. Also, your front camera. We'll kind of playing around with that a little bit. Love those rims. And all in all, it's just a very nice color. So we're gonna go ahead and hop in here for a second. Of course you would do this to me in the middle of a video. Let me figure out what pocket I put those keys in again. All right, 1 second for technical difficulty. All right, and we're back. Excellent. So you see here a lot of the, technology upgrade, powered or memory seats, power windows locks, power mirrors, power seats with the lumbar support. Very awesome, especially you got those longer drives. Here you do have your steering wheel control. You'll be able to move it around as you need it. Dimness for your dashboard and so forth. And here on the dash you will see that has 16,677 miles. You see that there are very few lights on. The only one that is on is going to be the one telling you I'm not wearing a seatbelt. But going that fast, I'm not wearing one. Excellent. Pretty standard here on the steering wheel also. Volume controls for the radio, cruise control, lane assist, screen change here on the center, fuel economy, your audio, of course your driving aids, your blind spots, monitors, so forth, tire pressure, chassis control, oil change in 3,000 miles, and no warnings. Very cool. All right, then we're gonna pop right on over here to our center console. You will see you got the different options, audio source, audio list. Once you get your phone hooked up to it, you will see your call history, phone book, so forth, display features, customize this menu, and there are some other neat little options here with that there. All right, so with your cameras, you do get some pretty neat options down here. You'll see this is your console control. You also have some other options here, for return. And then this little guy here, I do like this. Get your different camera views for when you're trying to pull out of a parking spot. That is that is in front and a bird's eye. And front and to the rear of, I believe that is my passenger side. Yeah. And then of course just the full front view. Awesome possum. And of course you do get, once you pop it into reverse, yeah, that's what I thought, it is our rear view with the bird's eye. Very cool. You also see here that you do have some driving modes. Oh, right here, sorry. Standard, sport, personal, which I imagine you go into the settings and personalize yourself, economy, and of course the snow for that beloved weather we have around here. All right, and then of course here we have our radio and climate control. We'll go ahead and turn this up for you. Boop, 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 boop. As you can hear, that's really a kick in there. Give me 1 second here. Blowing correctly. There we go. that's what I wanted. Right? Alright, there we go. Just had to play with it for a second. And as you see there, those blowers are a-blowing. Awesome possum. Alright, so that's really pretty much up here for the front. Besides, you know, you got a little bit of storage spot here for your pens and whatnot. You know, any other little hideables. And then also you have plenty of power options here. You will see that you have a, you know, C-to-C and a USB-C. Or a USB. With your standard old-fashioned cigarette lighter charger there. Plenty of space here. Very nice Bose sound system. Very clean. Very awesome. Alright, we're going to go ahead and make a quick trip to the back seat. You will see here that this vehicle is equipped. With your seat warmer and your steering wheel warmer. Alright, we're going to go ahead and shut that off because my buns are toasty. Alright. Let's take a quick hop in the back real quick. Take a look around. See here, plenty of space for your backseat riders. Just, of course, no backseat drivers. Your backseat riders will have plenty of charging options. Some storage options here for their coloring books and so forth. And, of course, the cup holder. Is this trunk access? Yes, of course, and a bit of trunk access from here. Which is always kind of nifty, especially if you're trying to reach that book bag you just happen to leave in the trunk. Go ahead and take a quick look at the boot. As you can see, plenty of space here for all your storage. You know, plenty of spots to tie stuff down. Just make sure it's nice and secure. And then, of course, alright, so not all our vehicles do come with a spare tire, but we at least get you a spare tire solution. That air compressor there will at least pump your tire up enough that you can get somewhere safer to be able to, you know, get a new tire on. Alright, very cool. And of course, in case you ever get kidnapped by, you know, in your own car, you do have the safety emergency switch. Very awesome. Alright, guys, then, of course, as we were discussing, you know, with all our vehicles, my rebuilding partners, this part here, this quarter panel, this passenger door, and the rear passenger door were the parts that were replaced on this vehicle by our rebuilding partners. You'll also see that this bottom trim here piece was also replaced. But as you can see with the exact paint match, you know, parts and everything, it looks very sleek, very nice. Alrighty, guys, well, I really appreciate you taking the time and an interest in our vehicle. You'll be seeing this to you out soon. I got a couple more I got to shoot this morning, but once I get them all posted, I'll get them up for you. Alright, guys, I appreciate your interest here, Auto Savvy in Maryville. Thank you.